Howdy YouTube. This video is unscripted, so you've been warned. My name is Michael, and this is One Sky Astrology. I'd like to make a video today about how to add chart points within Capricorn Prometheus Astrology Software. And to that end, I'm going to give a demonstration that's very similar to a video I published 2 years ago that just had really limited audio and video because of the equipment I was on. So I want to remake it and come out a lot crisper and clearer as a tutorial video for people who want to add chart points within Capricorn Prometheus Astrology Software. And here we are. My Prometheus might look different than yours, and this output's not important. What's important is that what I'm going to demonstrate here, it applies to you. So you don't need to have similar anything here. If you're using Capricorn Prometheus version 1.2, and this is going to work for you. And the first thing I want you to do is click Astrology Settings here. If you're seeing your session charts, please click Astrology Settings so you're seeing your astrology settings. When you're to the Points and Aspects section, here, my primary points. And here, by primary points, we're going to go to the far right of the field where the input is. I'm using a primary point configuration called 10 planets. And over to the far right, if I click right here, a 3-button menu will come up, an invisible 3-button menu, and that allows me access to the point configurations. The one I'm using is here, 10 planets. And what I want to do is add some planets that aren't in there. I'm going to add Eris, I'm going to add the asteroid Vesta, and I'm going to add the galactic center. I'll show you how to do this step by step. And the first thing I want to do is convey the importance of non-destructive editing. So if I were to edit this 10 planets, just go in here, open it with edit, and start adding stuff. Then it's no longer 10 planets. I could rename it 13 planets, but this point config would be gone. It would be destroyed. I would have destroyed it in my editing. So we want to do a non-destructive edit. We want to keep this as it is, and we're going to copy it. And we can call it anything we want. I suggest if you're making a new default file that you call it default, and or something that reflects its importance to you. And since this is a demonstration for me, I'm going to call it demo-test, all caps. That's going to stand out because I'm going to prune this later. I'm just going to delete it when I'm done. But you'll see as I scroll down now, there are 2 configurations called 10 planets because I made a copy. And one of them is file name demo test, and that's the one I'm going to select. Once I select that, I am going to edit it. You see what we're doing here? Now I can take this and say it's my demo test, and I'm going to claim authorship of this so I can find it and know that it's one of my own configs. We'll say plus Eris, Vesta, and Galactic Center. And once we have changed the name and author and description, we can go down to the points, add a point here at the bottom with add point. We're going to find the dwarf planet, which is actually here under common asteroid for reasons. Eris, dwarf planet Eris. We're going to hit OK. And now you'll see she populates the list. Add a point and go to common asteroids, and we'll find Vesta. Okay. And we'll add the galactic center, a 3rd point, by using add point. Going to our points, we have a full list of asteroids that we can sort by name. That's lovely. We have, let's see, what other very useful things? Stars that we can sort by a variety of criteria. We have Arabic parts, but in astronomical, we have the galactic center, and that is what I want to add. So for the galactic center, do I want to see every aspect that the galactic center makes? Yeah, sometimes, but I want to show you some options here. I can actually switch that off, especially if it's cluttering up perfectly good aspects. Um, Config in the middle of a wheel with a lot of like spiderweb activity, you can turn certain aspects off. Um, you can also, for any point, just switch it off. So if I want the option to come in here and edit it really quickly, just switch on, switch off once it's added. I can switch things on and off. That becomes useful to me. You might find it useful to you. The point is, now we've added these points and we've created our own whole new config. So we have demo test now. Alphabetically, it won't be next to 10 planets anymore. It'll be, once you rename it, it'll be wherever you placed it with the naming process. Mine's in D, demo test, and we can bring that in. It's Vesta, here's Eris, and now we see the galactic center. So if you have a bunch of configurations and you want to switch in between them, you know, that becomes really easy. The way I have my point configuration set up, and I totally encourage copying this, it works really well for me, is I have the ones that I use commonly, and then I have sort of working versions of those that like whatever I'm working on. I have 4 working versions because I might work on like you know, three or four different charts of interest at a time, especially when I'm doing my own research, and I might want different chart points. So I have a working, let's see, we'll go to working V2. So that has specific chart points to certain work. But if I go in here and I edit it, you'll see I can bring in and take out all kinds of things. I'll switch Quaoar and Chiron off, and we'll see. You know, I can bring the stars in if they're relevant. I have all the asteroids and dwarf planets, and I have some things that I've been working with, like Charclo, the vertex and antivertex part of fortune, and even some weird hypothetical black moon and different, you know, all kinds of different chart points that I've found useful. I never delete a chart point. I just switch it off. So if I ever need it later, it's already there. Might seem ridiculous, but if I want to come in and you know, generate, let's say, a chart, and I look at someone's chart, and everything is whatever, kind of normal, but then a certain asteroid is really activated in their natal chart, and I know that it's going to be important in their life and life of or the events that occur in their life, that asteroid is going to play a huge role. Well, I can just add that asteroid in. Let's say hypothetically it's Juno, and you know, here we go. I can switch off Quaoar, switch on Juno. Now, you know, for all that work that I'm doing where Juno's important, I have my working V2. Okay, that may have been helpful. It may not have been. It may have been extraneous, but it's a little bit of a demonstration like how to work with the way that Capricorn Prometheus addresses chart configs. It addresses them as files, and those files, like the file demo test that I just made, is a file that's going to live. It'll have a home in your My Documents folder, in your Capricorn Prometheus subdirectory, in your Point Configurations subdirectory. You should have a file called demo test.point_conf, and you can delete that file and it will no longer be there in your ability to select it in Capricorn Prometheus. Or you can back that file up, and next time you install Prometheus, you can dump it right in there and you'll have your old configs. It's a good system. It's a good system. I think that's all for today. thank you for being part of this, for using the software, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely cool, and yeah, blessings too on your starry path. I'll see you soon.